Sage helps HR champions with more time to bring the team together. Sage, helping business flow.
My thickness of my hair started coming back. My confidence came back. I was just very happy with the product.
South Africa, the continent's biggest success story and one of the most stunning countries in the world.
Being a tourist, don't judge me. I'm way too cool for things like that.
But this country has a very dark past. As a black man, I wouldn't have even been allowed to set foot on this very beach just 20 years ago. For over a century, a white supremacist government controlled the nation and brutally oppressed black people.
They've got no education. They've only just come down from the trees.
This system of racial separation was called apartheid and was only abolished in 1994 when Nelson Mandela and the ANC came to power.
Today marks the dawn of our freedom.
There has been such extreme levels of segregation here, and knowing that that ended only 2 decades ago, I'm desperate to see how that has changed the lives of people just like me, if at all.
Poverty is rife here, and today people talk of a new underclass emerging. It's not black people.
That's the way to do it.
But white.
I can't imagine anything worse than waking up in there.
We are going to take that belongs to us.
With years of hatred to overcome.
They're gonna kill us.
And both sides still playing the race card.
Most white people learned black people the things they know today.
I want to find out what life is like for the young white South Africans.
Some of them now are very racist.
Who think they are now bottom of the pile.
It's not a place to live here, not for the children.
If you are black, you're better off. If I was a white guy, that would piss me off.
And discover whether the nation will ever move on from its tortured past.
Stupid, man. We will never agree. Never. That's why the world is a fuck up.
Johannesburg, South Africa's biggest city. 20 years on from apartheid, some people claim that this country is still governed by racist policies. Only this time, they say it's white people, not black people, being oppressed.
What the white experience of Africa is, for me, is really, really intriguing. Some people believe since the ANC came into power, there's been a flip because all of the opportunities have been afforded to the black people, and the white people are now second-class citizens and are being neglected. But that can't be the case, surely.
On the edge of the city lies a notorious camp called Coronation Park, a place where some of the hardest hit white South Africans have made their home.
Coronation Park fills me with a little bit of apprehension, and that apprehension is based on the way that they may take me, the way they may receive me, and the way they may judge me straight away because I'm a privileged young black man. It's made me a little bit more nervous thinking about it.
During apartheid, Coronation Park was a picnic place for white middle-class families, but it's become something very different. This is it. A permanent home for a white underclass.
It's a camp in the middle of a park. They're living in a rough trailer park. In the UK, you sort of get used to seeing images of young black kids in poverty, and I've never seen those same images, but with white children. I nuanced.
Outsiders aren't generally welcome. All new arrivals need permission to be here from the camp leader, Irene, who's lived here for 8 years. She's agreed to let me stay.
To see white people in South Africa barefoot in a settlement in a park, that's blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Because that is not what we see across the board. I mean, we don't see that in Europe. What's the common thread? What normally brings people here?
I don't know. I think because they lost everything, there's no jobs for the white people. Did understand me? I'm not racist or there's no jobs for our white people. You want paycheck away from this place because something can happen to you and you will end up here.
The settlement sort of stretches all the way down. Can we have a little look? Do you mind taking me around?
Yeah, I will take you around and you can check. Coronation Park, it's like a white squatter camp.
Yep.
It's like you can stay here and we will look after you.
Do they build their own shacks? Do they have to pay to be here?
No, they don't pay to be here.
That's literally a shed. Is that someone live in this?
In the back of it, yeah.
Wow. How many people are there in Coronation Park?
287.
Hello.
We're running on generators, we haven't got power yet.
With no proper sanitation and dozens of stray animals roaming around, health is a real concern. The government has repeatedly tried to shut the camp down as new people arrive all the time.
How you doing? I'm Reggie. What's your name?
JD.
JD. Hello.
27-year-old artist JD turned up last month with his mum, 2 kids and pregnant wife.
That's absolutely beautiful.
That's what I do. I travel the whole country, painting and drawing all over the place.
So where have you come from?
Originally from Cape Town.
How have you ended up here in Coronation Park?
I've been hit my life, hit to my knees. Now it's difficult for white folks these days. It really is. We don't have the ball in our court anymore. We are not the chosen ones, if you want to put it that way, and it's the truth.
Most white South Africans are descended from Dutch settlers and called Afrikaners. During apartheid, they saw themselves as a superior race.
We cannot mix with the lower nations unless they are cultivated.
Given the best jobs and education, creating a super wealthy white elite. In 1990, everything changed. The leader of the black resistance, Nelson Mandela, was released from prison. While over 50% of privately held assets here are still owned by the white minority, Afrikaner charities believe a new underclass has formed, with many living in settlements just like this one.
Where should I put my tent? Where's a good place to pitch up? What do you mean there? We're gonna put it on the hash. Will you guys help me put on my tent?
Yeah.
Come on then. What are we doing? There we go. All right, let's peg this up. I've only stayed in a tent once before. And while I was making it, I wasn't getting whipped in the arse by some kid called Winston. When did you do this? Jesus Christ.
Nearly a third of all the people living here are under 16. I'm not sure how the future looks for teenagers like Winston.
Do you think you'll always live here?